Hello YouTube, this is Denox speaking, and today I'm going to be talking about something about video games, but it's mostly going to be about the stereotypes that we get from next-gen console. Well, first of all, before I say anything, you know that the consoles that are giving out nowadays, giving out new games, are the Nintendo DS, the PSP, the 360, the Wii, and the PS3, right? Well, let's just say that these are the systems going. These are systems that most people are using these days. So yeah, commonly there are gonna be a lot of people that won't give a crap about the last generation system and beyond that, unless you're a really hardcore collector or stuff like that. But I get a lot of these stereotypes nowadays. No, but the last two generations, I remember. First of all, every single system. If you see my video game review, I review all of my games and stuff like that. Obviously, I do not own a Wii. I do not own a PS3, a 360, or a PSP. I do own a DS, but I got it. Let's just say that I got every single system 3 or 4 years after it came out. Why? First of all, why do I want to buy a system right away with very little games that cost like more than $300? Unlike the Nintendo system, that they cost a little less than 300, but they cost more than 250, I believe, with tax, of course. But the point is, why do I want to buy a system right away just to waste so much money and not have a good variety of games to choose from? That's one of the reasons why I buy games 3 years later after it comes out. 2 or 3. No, most likely 3. The Super Nintendo came out in 1990 or 1991, and I got it in the ending of 1993. That was my very first gaming system, by the way. The regular Game Boy came out in 1989. I got it in 1995. That was 6 years later. The 64, I got in 1999, which was 3 years after it came out. So imagine that. The Game Boy Color as well. Well, pretty much like 2 years after it came out. Pretty much but it died a year later. Doesn't matter. The Game Boy Advance, I got it 3 years after it came out. It came out in 2001, I got it in 2004. The PS2, 3 years after it came out, but I'm surprised that the PS2 is still going on good, because really, the PS2, like, Sony makes their system last for almost a decade, I swear. I mean, the PS1 lasted for a decade, I believe. And it died out like in 2004, 2005 or so. Okay, what do I get from some of these people that says that if the next generation comes out and you still got the last generation doing those 3 years, I don't get it. I remember a friend of mine's, like this for example, very old Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color link cable. They will say to me back in high school, "Oh, Denox, you are a loser. You're not really a gamer because you don't have the GameCube or the Game Boy Advance. You're still in the Game Boy Color, and we are in the Game Boy Advance." But I know you cannot see me switching between Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance because those are the link cable choices. But here, "Oh, you're still in the Game Boy Color. You're a loser because we're in the Game Boy Advance now. Get with the times, man. You are a loser." Come on. The reason I want those games as soon as it comes out, I get jealous of other people getting it before me. But still, I don't care anymore. Look, almost every DS owner has a DS Lite. I still stick with this, and I still say this is the exact same thing as the DS Lite, only that the DS Lite is smaller and lighter, and there's no difference because you can play the exact same games, and it's cheaper. So, and I'm glad that no one stereotyped me there. But really, and the GameCube say, "Oh, you're a loser. You still play the 64. We should play the GameCube. Get with the times, man. People that plays, I get things like that. I used to get things like that all the time. You know, with people that they're not that were friends of mine. Yeah, they like to insult people that are, you know, inferior to them in gaming, and those are like fanboys. Those are definitely fanboys back right there. And those type of fanboys sicken me. I'm glad that doesn't happen to me anymore. I mean, even though I don't have any of those newer, cooler systems yet, they cost a lot of money. I'm thinking about getting the PSP or the Wii next year, of course, because the price. I'm ready for the prices to drop, and a lot of good games to come out. And then I could choose from a lot of games at a lower price. So yeah, I'm a gamer, a casual gamer, sometimes a hardcore gamer because I play Smash sometimes. I like playing Smash. I just don't like to overuse it like the people in the game room. So yes, at least, even though I'm behind in almost everything in gaming, I'm not behind in Pokemon at least. And I got one of the most recent games for the DS that ever came out, so. Oh, and about Smash Brothers. People used to play Melee all the time. When Brawl came out, this was discontinued. No one played this anymore. And I think Melee has a few things that Brawl doesn't. And Brawl has a lot more things that Melee doesn't, but I don't know. I like Brawl better because Kirby is my favorite character. I use it mostly, and Kirby's a lot more faster and stuff, so I like Brawl better in my opinion. But it depends on the character because Peach they disapproved it. Right here they killed Kirby because in the 64 version I was the master with Kirby, but here they killed it. I didn't got used to it at the time, but oh well. So yeah, don't worry if you don't get any if you can't afford any Xbox 360, Wii, and stuff like that, and the fanboys say, "Oh, you still got the PS2 or the GameCube? We're playing the 360. I got a 360. You have an Xbox, or I got a Wii. You got a stupid GameCube that only costs $30." Well, don't worry. Just if you like retro gaming like I do, I like playing old school games every once in a while. Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just hate those stereotyping people say that the old school sucks and the new ones, because they're in its time right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my rant right now. Take care. God bless. And tell me what you think about it, if you agree with me and stuff, and stay cool. I'm still working on my Dating Havoc character intro. I don't know the exact same date is gonna come out, but when it comes out, you're gonna know like 2 or 3 days in advance because I really want to make that video ready. But I got finals now, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to do it this week or next week. But either ways, I'm gonna do it because I really want to show off my art to you. Take care. Bye bye. Oh yeah, one more thing. I really appreciate a lot if somebody would put a video response to this video, to respond to the video that I just did. To tell me what you think about this NextGen fanboy thingy. Well, take care. God bless you.